Hi everybody, I hope that you've had a great week and I hope that you're having a fantastic Thursday. We are here today and we are shifting our mind a little bit, and we're going to be talking about 3D shapes or three-dimensional shapes. Monday through Wednesday we talked about 2D shapes, and I hope that if you took the challenge yesterday and you found shapes at your house, don't forget to post your pictures so I can give you a dojo point. And I hope that you've had a lot of fun with that. I know I had a lot of fun with that. But let's go ahead and start looking at our page for today. So this is your page for today. And if you will see, we are going to be working with 3D shapes and their attributes. Now, a 3D shape is a shape that you can hold as a solid object. If you draw a circle on a piece of paper, you can't hold that up and do things with it. That's a circle. It's just flat. A 3D shape, though, is something that you can hold, and it has dimension to it. I have a whole box here of some 3D shapes that I'm going to be showing you that are on your paper. The first one is I think is the easiest one. Is the one that I think kids will recognize a lot easier. This, you might think this is a ball. This is not a ball. This is called a sphere. A sphere has no sides, no corners, no faces. Now, know that those vocabulary words are a little bit different, so I'm going to show you a shape that does have those things. This is a cube. A cube has lots of different things. If you look closely at a cube, the side that is front to you or facing you that makes a 2D shape, when you look at it, it just looks flat. That is called a face. So the face of this cube would be a square. Now, this cube has 6 faces, because when you turn it, no matter how you look at it, you can still see a flat square. Now, one thing that's going to be a little bit different is that in 2D shapes, we called these corners. In 3D shapes, they're called points because they take the two sides. Now, we still have sides, or no, actually, they're called edges. We have edges. In a 3D shape, we don't have sides anymore. We don't have corners anymore. Our sides are called edges now because it's the edge of this shape. And it takes 2 edges. When those edges come together, kind of like this, like if you slide it, you get what's called a point. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 points on this side, and then if I flip it over, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 points on a cube. There's 6 faces. And there are a lot of edges. You can count those at home if you want. You just take your finger, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're just going to count those edges. Now, I've shown you the sphere. I've shown you the cube. The next one we have is called a cylinder. Now, a cylinder is a lot of fun because it kind of looks like a can. Like if you're eating something and you have to open a can, that's what this looks like. So a cylinder has 2 faces, and if you see, those faces are circles. So there's one here. When you flip it over, there's another one. Now, something that's really important about a cylinder is that it has no edges and no corners or points. Has no points, because remember, like I told you, you have to have 2 edges that come together that meet at one end to make a point, and this one doesn't have any. Now, this one's a lot of fun too. This one is called a cone. It kind of looks like an ice cream cone, like if you're eating ice cream. If I take my half sphere and put it on top, now it looks like an ice cream cone. This is a cone. One very fun thing about a cone is that it has one point, kind of comes together, and it has one face, which is a circle. Now, the special thing about a cone is that it doesn't have any edges that come together to make its point. So that's a really special thing about a cone. The last thing that I'm going to show you is what's called a rectangular prism. And that is this. A rectangular prism is made up of rectangles. If you can see a little bit closer. It's got rectangles. Now, this is one face, and this one's special because it has two faces. It has a rectangular face, and it has a square face. So it has two square faces, and it has four rectangular faces. This shape has edges, and it also has points. You'll see a little bit closer. Those are going to be the shapes that you are going to be working with on your paper. There's only 5 of them. There are a lot more 3D shapes. I'll just hold some up for you to see. Pyramid. Oops. We have. Now, these are just ones that we're not doing on our paper, but just for fun so that you can see what they look like. There are 3D shapes everywhere. I think that's all. Oh, I didn't hold this one up. This is a half sphere. Now, one more time. You have a cone. You have a cylinder. You have a cube. Oh no. You have a rectangular prism, and I dropped the sphere and it's rolling around on the floor. But that looks like a circle, so it's okay. Or it looks like a ball. It's a ball. It rolled all the way across the room. So those are your shapes for today. You have 3D shapes. Don't forget, these are not 2D, these are 3D because you can hold them in your hand.